Hello everyone, boxer friends. Today we have a 1-2, the primary series for boxers. Everything begins with it, and in many cases, it's the 1-2 that everything ends with. So take a look and take it into account. So the very first option that needs to be understood is the training option, how to prepare for 1-2. It all depends on well-developed single punches. If you already have single punches, left and right, then it will be much easier. That is, the 1-2 itself is always fast and always comes with amplification. That is, it is powerful, strong. One punch is intensified by the second. That is, the very location of your body parts should take such a shape so that it is driving in. So the first moment, training, stand up front and try to observe two things at this moment. The first point is to position your arms correctly, so that there are no large gaps between them. In the second moment, when you begin to pull your hands back, so that it does not move away from you, but is already aimed. That is, it is already standing on a straight line. Everything goes on the same line. That is, the 1-2 hits one point. The shoulder does not rise, but extends forward. At the last moment, when your hands comes out in this position, the arm begins to twist, but is slightly twisted. Once again, I tell you guys, don't let this difference happen, so that the difference between your fists is such that you are hidden under the fists. This is the very first point that you need to understand. There is a change of shoulders. Due to the change of shoulders, the movement of the shoulders will already pull the pelvis along with it, so we gradually begin to accelerate. Yes, here it is necessary for the feet to look slightly inward and try to eliminate these pushing movements that you have. Just try to work with your shoulders. Stop. Look guys, you have a loop. It's binary. And one, and one, and one. If you just throw, these are single punches. This one came out and you seem to grab it with it. Shoulder back and it knocks out, like that. And one, and one, and one, and one. You punch straight in with all your might. Okay, good. Okay, don't swing. The first one came out, the second one. The first one came out, the second one. The first came out, the second. Fine. The first, the second. Don't swing. One. 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 Legs, like it or not, starts to move. Now stand in a standing position. First part, while in stance, try not to feint your legs too much, but make sure that your pelvis begins to work. And one. And one. That is, the shoulder and pelvis are already connected. And one. And one. And one. And one. Make two movements as one. Should the body be moved to the side? Well, it will move by itself. Yes, because look, if you don't move your body, yes, you don't move your arm, you move your body. Here you have it, you see, the body moved aside. This is a hidden swing. Do you see how it goes? One and one. And you make sure to clench your fist at the end, because very often you get used to it. That moment of the fist. One, one. You can immediately clench your fists so as not to unclench them and try with clenched fists. One, 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 one. Squeeze at the end. At the end, that is, you need to emphasize this moment so that the hand no longer floats or flies. Okay, done. Now, on such a small lunge forward, the back leg stands still. 1-2. That is, you must catch up. The punch must catch up and accelerate. 1-2. 1-2. 1, 2. To make it clear, that is, the right punch goes a little further than the left one. That is, to make it clear, when you hit with the left, I begin to turn my shoulders and I gain a distance of a whole fist. Well, some have more, some have less. But if you reach with this punch, then the right one will definitely hit. You see how much closer it's coming? That is, this one is like that. But this one, you already see how? That is, in theory. I'm driving it in here, this way. If the movement is forward, then the movement can also be done to the left. Release the right one a little more. 1. Forward. And 1 to the side. Forward. To the side. Forward. To the side. If you can do this on the front standing leg, then it can be done on the back standing leg. That is, in the same way I lean back and then forward. It turns out like such a backing. When I fall, I stop my opponent, and then with a further movement, I drive it in. The movement also goes as 1. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Here you need to understand how your opponent will act with you. Because in some cases, when you fall back, you may have to duck, hide under the arm, because the second movement is already coming towards you. If the first one goes for defense, then the second one is already going for a counterpunch. So, forward, to the side, back, and also a little to the side, releasing your right hand, back and to the side. Let's try it little by little. That is, all these things can already be adapted. Okay, let's do this. Screw your leg in for now. Hold it without lifting it. You can use your heel, yes. Well, you can lift it and turn it around. Lunge with your front leg. Fine. Now a little to the side. To the side. Too far. Not much needed. Yes, and here, look how the leg works. Forward and go. Forward, forward, move forward. There it is, you see? You have to have this shot exactly on the line, right here, like that. You can cover your head a little so that it covers you and your leg, you see? It hits right on the mark, like this, to the original. Fine. Now aside. It's a bit far, but it's fine. Try to put your foot on your toes for now, so it will be for you. Well, here the moments of stability are very, very important. The foot should remain on the toe or what? Well, it's like you don't have it on your sock. It's on this place. Look at me. Here, not on the toe, yes, but on the foot itself, so that your heel can absorb shock. Because your movement will be like this. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And the front one is like a spring. If you press it completely, then you won't be able to push back. And so 1. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. Yes, here the moments of stability are in the legs. If you spread your legs wide, there will be no impact, there will be no movement. So try to develop a 1, 2, that is, small steps like that, and, for example, forward, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Try it with this tension. Yes, the leg also goes back to the toe. That is, this effect is so that there is a quick lunge. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Don't forget your shoulders, guys. Fine. So we've finished. Now, look guys, we are already unloading into a step. That is, one step I make a 1, 2. Finished the movement. And 1. That is, first, second. This is a classic. 1, 2. And here, in Soviet times, there was such a testing moment. That is, when you hit the floor, throw out your hand. This is one movement, and with the second movement, you also catch it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Well, this is the most primitive thing to make it clear. 1, 2. That is, as the legs move, so do the arms at the same speed. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Well, that's very rude. In your version, a little bit on the toes. And 1, 2 on the toes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There is no need to make any extra movements here. Do everything strictly forward. If you feel better now, you can knock on the floor with your feet so that this rhythm. Okay. So look, you have a moment like this. You do it here, and your back leg remains, as it were, a little bit back. Look, on the contrary, you bring it forward a little. This one went here, and this one went a little here, so that you have this part already taken out for a punch. Because if you leave it here, then there will be nothing. Yes, there will be nothing. So just put your leg out a little, just a little. Great. Now try to do it softly, without making the sound of your feet. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now look, don't create any unnecessary movements here, in the left one. That is, you have it as it goes along the movement. That's it. That's how you create it. That is, the only force in this movement is when you push with your foot. 1, and you change it. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now here we are sticking for now. In this part, in the original, you can't stick. That is, 1, 2, 1, 2. That is, move your hand to the head as quickly as possible. Fine. Well done, Sanya. Here, put it in. Okay. Place this leg just a little bit. Look, the first one took you this much, which means the second one should do the same amount. That is, it's not like you did a lot with this one and less with the other. Make it equal. This way, you will win the position. 1, 2. If you, for example, stretch the position. 1, 2. Then perhaps there will be a second need, or a third, fourth, some variation, a shift or something else. But your position of the legs is stretched. Go. Yeah. Look how well you're doing. It's really great. Your first punch is good. The second, you release so quickly that you don't have time to put your foot in. You see? Therefore, synchronize, so that you have 1, 2 at the same time, so you won't lose strength, because if you haven't placed your foot yet, your hand is somewhere else in the air. There is no support, but there's already compression. You know, it is necessary that the compression of the legs coincides exactly with the supports. 1, 2. 1, 2. You see? Everything should be grouped for you. And the moment I say again, the leg is up, the punch is finished. The punch is finished. Go. Do not rush. Let's try it slowly. Again. Well done. You feel that your leg is already starting to go, here at the same time as the right one. Well done. Super, super. So now guys, look, the most interesting thing. Now we will go through training, just to get to know this material better, because the 1-2 is used in all variation, from all angles. Well, this is the most universal thing that a boxer has. The very first thing he starts with. So now try to hit at all steps. Now there is no need to explode so suddenly. Try slowly. So you go forward, 1-2, go back, 1-2, go left, 1-2, go right, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. That is, you can take a step to the side. You can do it backwards. You can do it forwards. And for now, the synchronization of your arms and legs coincides, so that it doesn't turn out that your legs run ahead and your arms lag behind, or vice versa. That is, so that no resonances arise. Forward, backward, left, right. Go. Look, Sanya, it's better for you to trample, so you start to trample. I say again, do it slowly. Forward, 1-2, and 1 back. Now you do it back from the same point. 1-2, to the side, 1-2, trampled calmly again. Just start calmly, now in this direction. 1-2, back, 1-2, forward, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. No twitching for now, so that your scheme will already start working. Yes. It will be necessary a little bit. Okay, your legs are bent. No big deal. Well done. Take bolder steps. The next option is jumping. You make 2 punches in 1 jump. That is, you jump half a foot forward. In this movement, you make 2 punches at once. 1, returned, 1, returned, 1, returned, 1, returned, 1, returned, 1, returned, 1, returned. That is, the movement begins and you immediately begin. That is, you begin to jump, push, and at the same time begin to immediately hit with 1 and 2nd in pursuit. Give it a try. Is the second one already hitting when you land? Good question. Look, it hits while flying, and the second one too. Look, 1. Yes, yes. The leg stood up, and I am already finished. That is, you must hit this time difference, so that when the leg lands, you have already made 2 punches. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Strongly. Make the push shorter, with 2 legs. Fine. One move, Sanya. No, look. The movement of the legs is 1, like this, and the movement of the arms is like this. 1, 1. Jump a little shorter, you will make it in time. By the same principle, when we fly forward, we can also bounce to the side, one way and the other. So, jump forward, punch, jump back, punch, jump, left, jump, right. Start slowly now. No, no, look. Forward, immediately, backward, left. You just need to get used to it first, because all these moments with legs and arms still need to be adapted. So, guys, finish the exercise. Now look, on a double jump. 1, 2. That is, I will explain why there are so many options, because I say again, The battle conditions are unpredictable. Everything will depend on the distance. If the distance is large and the movement goes backwards in one jump, I may not be able to reach. But when I make two jumps, one, he, for example, moves back, tries to leave, and with the second, I already catch up. That is, this is for the length. So, first, one, second, two. Everything will depend on the distance. The second jump can be either short or a little longer. It all depends on the distance. So, one, two, let's catch up. Yes, here you can easily imitate punches somewhere, imitate jabs. And one, two, caught up. Okay, that's it. Okay guys, look. Now do forward. 1, 2, and then 1, 2, back. 1, 2, 1, 2. Fine. Don't rush, Sanya. Don't rush. I say again, until you do it slowly. Okay. Sanya, try it now. Look, you did it well forward. 1, 2, back. 1, 2. Now 2 to the side. 1, 2, 2 to the side. 1, 2. Forward, backward. 2 to the side, 2 to the side. Like this. Well done. Now try not to hang your arms. This is only necessary for the step so that your frequency matches. Now 1, and the hand immediately back. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Well, your hands are very fast. You hit very well. But the only thing is that you sag a little too low. And I say again, this moment, when you start hitting with your right hand, it moves away a little. It's ideal when it goes right away, you see? Everything comes from the body. This is the movement, and you strengthen your arms with your body. You can't make it stronger any other way. Well, another option, also considered educational, is on a shuttle, when you move. And here, you can already pick up, as in a battle. 1, 2, and move away. And again, go out, 1, 2, and move away calmly. You go out again, calmly, calmly, 1, 2, and explode. Okay, well done, Alexander. Like this. Fine. Now look guys, the jab should help you a little now, because the 1, 2, I say again, is a combination. That is, it is already a technique, so you should already be preparing here. Little by little you measured it with a jab, and 1, 2, blew it. Again, chick chick, you move. Again, you seem to aim a jab, and again, dang dang. That is, so you have a moment of surprise. This is why the 1, 2 is strong, that there is this effect of surprise. And there is an amplification effect, strengthening due to this. That is, you make two punches as one. This is its power. So we move, somewhere in the shuttle, somewhere maybe in a step, and we already apply a 1, 2 in all types of movement, in all planes. At a step, at a jump. Only direct ones for now, guys. You can, yes, on the steps, try once. Walk, walk, to the side, bam, bam, and again. Once again, you walk again, feint, dodge, and basically start playing with this one too. Hide it, feint, dodge, dive, made a trick somewhere, left, left, okay, 1, 2. This video shows the simplest combination of left-right or right-left. Watch and enjoy.